Hey guys, today I want to talk about the lunge. There are hundreds of variations you can do and they can target all different muscle groups in your lower body. But today we're going to focus on two that we use quite frequently in the challenges for SJM fitness. And the first is a basic bodyweight stationary lunge. That's what you see me doing here. To set it up, you want to split your feet so that when you get to the bottom of the movement, both front and back knees attain about a 90-degree angle. I want you to take a look at my back heel here and notice that I'm up on the ball of my foot throughout the entire movement pattern, and that heel never touches the ground, which means I'm dropping my body straight down and straight up and not moving forward and back. The next thing I want you to notice is my front knee, which again, it's bending to 90 degrees, but it is not going over my front toe because I have my shoulders pulled back and my weight split evenly between my front and back legs. A stationary lunge will target a lot more of your quadriceps. You're still going to get glutes and hamstrings as well, but when you're angled at 90 degrees like I am here on both knees, you really do get a lot more quad involvement than anything else. Of course, you can weight this movement to make it more challenging, but do make sure that your weight is split evenly between the front and back legs, as I've mentioned, and that front heel is staying down and the back heel is staying elevated at all times. The second variation I want to talk about today is a reverse lunge. This is where we get to have a little more fun and play with our angles slightly to target different muscle groups. Now I want you to take notice that I'm reaching back a bit further with that back foot than I did with my stationary lunge, and the reason is because I want to put the effort in my glutes or in your butt. The way you do that is by increasing the angle on that back knee and reaching back as far as possible. Now, the same thing is true. My back heel is still never going to touch the ground, but this time I'm starting in a standing position, stepping backwards, lunging down so the front knee achieves 90 degrees, and then dragging myself back up to the starting position, working through my glutes to get there. You really want to think about pushing down with that front heel and pulling yourself up to a standing position. Notice that my shoulders are still staying lifted at all times. I'm not dropping forward, and when I'm back in that lunge position, my torso is split between my front and back legs. Again, the bigger the angle between your legs, the more focus will be in your glutes rather than your quads. Now, of course, you can always weight these exercises to make them more challenging, but do make sure that you've mastered the basic technique using only your body weight before you start adding things like kettlebells and dumbbells. As I said, there are many variations of lunges. You can really manipulate the angle at which you perform the exercise with to target different muscle groups, but you want to focus on mastering the basics before you start doing any advanced modifications. It's really important to stay safe and protect your joints.